So the helpful content update rolled out recently as of November 2022, and it had devastated many websites, including many of my clients who were hit by the helpful content update. Now, the vast majority of clients we were able to recover, but there were a few that despite our best efforts, we were not able to recover from the update. And then there was another update in 2023. But then before we do anything with our clients' websites, we often do a case study. And so what a case study is that I have test websites set up. And what I would do is I would experiment with those websites before we made the same changes to our clients' websites, just to see that there would be no negative effect to the website. Before you do any of this to your own website, make sure that you have watched my other video on recovering from the helpful content update, so that you've covered all of those steps before you take these steps. Now, I don't guarantee that these steps will work for you. I don't guarantee that you're going to see an improvement in your ranking using any of the using this tactic that I'm going to describe in this video. But what I can tell you that this worked for me, it's worked for my clients, and it continues to work for my clients. But I do this only after I've done all the other steps that I've discussed in my previous video. So before I go into how to recover from the helpful content update using this method, make sure to like and subscribe this video. I also do SEO for a living. There's a link in the description. Click on the link, fill out the Google forms, and I will get in touch with you. So let's get right into it. So first thing that Google mentioned is if you want to avoid future problems with helpful content update, you need to make sure that your content is helpful. I have pasted whatever they have on the screen over here so you can read their exact quote. So this inspired me to look at my clients' websites to see if there were pages that were not helpful. And lo and behold, there were many pages that were not helpful. So every website has pages that are not helpful. But in our case, there were quite a few of them, and some of them showed in Google Search Console as crawled but not indexed, or some of them just had like thin content on the pages. And so what we did was I went ahead and ran screaming for out, made a list of all the pages that were problematic with the website, in terms of it had thin content, unhelpful content, and had no links pointing back to the page. And so no backlinks pointing back to the page. Made a list of all of those pages. I went ahead and I de-indexed them. So if you go to the Google Search Console, you click on, you scroll right down, you click on de-index. I de-indexed those pages and then waited. And this is what I began to see. As you can see, this is the before and after. And this is how there was improvement. Now, there's not a dramatic improvement if you see in the traffic, but there's an upward movement, which in SEO is always a positive thing. And now, with the 2023 Google helpful update, these two websites, this e-commerce site and this B2B site, were not hit. In fact, they improved in their rankings. And so all I did was I just de-indexed all the bloated pages, all the pages that were not helpful. And so this is something that you could do perceivably, but there are drawbacks to this. The first thing is if you de-index the wrong page, you're gonna lose rankings, number one. The second caveat to this is that if you de-index pages that have backlinks coming to them, that have link juice coming to them, you're gonna lose the benefit of that link juice. And probably what you should do is you should examine every page before you do this, which is going to be a tedious task if you're working with a large website. But as you can see from the gain in rankings and in the gain from clicks, if you're able to trim the fat of your website, you're going to see an improvement overall. Another interesting side note here is that the websites, these two websites in particular, they were not hit by the recent spam update, and they were not even hit by the Google Core update. In fact, their rankings improved during the Core update. Now, the reason I can't put their statistics on the video is because they're no longer my clients, because they sold the business to someone else, but I still have them on my GSC. This was just a quick video just to show you guys that this is also possible. This is a possibility that you should consider. Make sure that you do your homework before you consider this possibility. As always, like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.